Hi everybody, Jim with Ahh-Some. As I told you the other day, I'm going to be doing some videos that are going to talk about all of our individual products. I did that one video that kind of gave an overview of everything, but today I want to get in depth a little bit more on each of the specific products, and today we're going to talk about our hot tub and jetted bath cleaner. One of the most common questions that we get on a daily basis is, why do I need Ahh-Some? Simply put, if you own a hot tub, or if you own a jetted bathtub, one of those jacuzzi bathtubs in your bathroom, you really need to have Ahh-Some, simply because we're gonna be the best at going into the plumbing system and removing the biofilm contamination within the plumbing system. And it's in every single hot tub and every single jetted bathtub in the world. Why? Well, these are small water vessels. Even if you have a swim spa that maybe holds 12, 13, 1400 gallons of water, this is still considered a small water vessel, not like a pool, a 20 by 40 in-ground pool with 24,000 gallons of water. In a hot tub, we have hot water, small, enclosed space, lots of people that get into these great tubs. Over the course of time, bacteria builds up. Regardless of the sanitizer we're using in our tub, regardless of how well we maintain it, it just happens. Even on brand new tubs coming right off the factory floor, these tubs are wet tested. These tubs have water already in them. They make sure everything is working, and then they drain that water. They reuse that water, by the way. And then the tub gets shrink wrapped, put in a box, put on a shelf, or shipped and distributed out to wherever it has to go. But in the meantime, that bacteria is growing in the plumbing system. So it's extremely important to not only do this on a brand new tub, but also on your tub that might be 15 or 20 years old. So why do you need Ahh-Some? Simply put, Ahh-Some allows you the peace of mind to actually bathe and enjoy tubbing in a clean hot tub. When you use Ahh-Some for the very first time, your mind will be blown. You'll be amazed at all of the gunk and grime that comes out of the plumbing system of your tub. It is really important to do this, and to do this relatively frequently. The next most common question I get is, how often should I be purging my tub? This is really a personal choice. I personally purge my tub twice a year. I do it once in the spring and I do it once in the fall. I live in North Dakota, so we can't purge in the winter time when it's 30 below zero. It's just not practical. There are people out there, and we've got a lot of customers that purge their tubs every 3 or 4 months, some that purge every 6 months, and some that purge once a year. Really, the choice is yours. Purging a tub is absolutely super simple to use. I've got other videos on how to actually purge a tub. Feel free to scroll through our videos on the Ahh-Some page on YouTube here, and you'll see how we go about that process. From start to finish, it takes about 2 hours. 30 minutes on the purge, and then about an hour and a half to drain it, refill it, and whatnot, what have you, depending on how much water pressure you've got to fill up your tub and how big your tub happens to be. So rule of thumb, twice a year. If you really want to be ultra safe, you can go 3 or 4 times a year, but it's not necessarily needed. Twice a year is pretty sufficient. Now, how much Ahh-Some do I use? I've got this big jar that I've been holding on to, but we sell Ahh-Some for hot tubs and jetted baths in 4 different sizes. A 2-ounce size, which is very small, a 6-ounce size, the 16-ounce size, and then a single-use packet. So what size is best for you, and what should you get? It really depends on, number one, how many times you want to purge your tub in a year. That's going to be the big factor here. And then the second factor is how big your tub actually is. How many gallons of water does it hold? So if you're a swim spa owner, you need to use the entire 2-ounce jar. Regardless of how many gallons of water is in your swim spa, 1 2-ounce jar. So if you're a swim spa owner, you're gonna buy one of these. It might be better value for you to get the 6-ounce jar, which now you can get 3 purges out of 1 jar. Or it might even be better yet to get the 16-ounce jar, which will give you significantly more. 3, it'll give you 9 or 10 purges. And then the single-use packet, which is not gonna be suitable for a swim spa. This is a great way to purge your tub at 400 to 450 gallons. The reason we have this product is for some of our newer customers, new to the brand, that have never purged before and they don't want to go with the bigger jars right away. This is a great way to try Ahh-Some first at a lower price point. You'll get 1 full purge out of your hot tub, and then you can move up to the bigger sizes. Now, why would we want different sizes? Again, it's simply for your personal preference, your personal choice. You can save money in the long run by dollar cost averaging by getting the bigger size. So the best value by far is going to be the 16-ounce jar. Now, if you have a larger hot tub, 500, 600, 700 gallons, or a swim spa, absolutely, you want to be in the 6-ounce or the 16-ounce size. A smaller hot tub like mine, 375 gallons, this gives me 4 full purges in a year. I'm not going to do 4 full purges in a year, so this jar will last me 2 years on my hot tub. And if you dollar cost average this out, it is far cheaper to go with the bigger size, of course. And that's another question I get a lot is, why is Ahh-Some so expensive? Well, number one, Ahh-Some is sold in a gel form. So I can take this off, or I'm not going to take it off. It's got a childproof cap on it, but I can take this one off. It's easier. It's got a foil seal on it, but if I lifted that seal, this is a gel. So this is an extremely concentrate product. This is not in liquid form that's been diluted with a bunch of water. So you're only going to use a very small amount of this in your tub. Our directions specifically state 1 teaspoon per 125 gallons of water in your tub. So again, we'll use 375 gallons because it's easy math. That's 3 teaspoons to purge a 375 gallon tub. If your tub is smaller, obviously you'll use less. If your tub is larger, you'll obviously use more. Now you can take that and dollar cost average it out. And the reality is that you're going to pay far less per purge using Ahh-Some than you will with any other purge product on the market. And the benefit there is you're going to get a much better result out of it. One of the other common questions I get is, does my water have to be balanced when I use Ahh-Some in it? Preferably, yes. We'd love to have your water balanced. And what do we mean by balanced? We want to have your pH between 7.2 and 7.8. We'd love you to have a little bit of sanitizer in your water as well. Now, do you have to? Absolutely not. You can take your brand spanking new tub that you just got delivered today, put the water in it, and you can go ahead and put Ahh-Some right in it, and it will work just fine. The reason we like to have your tub a little bit balanced is because Ahh-Some will work a little bit more effectively, and having more efficacy in the product is going to be great, especially when you're paying for it, and it's a higher price point. So you want to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck. So 2 things that you want to look at: if you can get your pH, and if you have the ability to get your pH between 7.2 and 7.8, that would be phenomenal. And then putting a little bit of sanitizer in your tub. Remember, when Ahh-Some gets to work on your tub, it is going to release an immense amount of bacteria, biofilms, molds, fungus, all the stuff that we don't want in there. As this evacuates into your tub, having a little bit of sanitizer in the water helps kill off a lot of the bacteria. We're still going to put on a pair of gloves when we go and wipe down the sides of the tub. We're still going to wear a face mask, which, 2 years ago, one of the questions was, where do I get a face mask? Well, guess what? Everybody's got a face mask these days. So you can put one of those on. That way there, it can prevent any airborne particulates from getting into your lungs that way. So it's very important to do that. So having your tub balanced just allows Ahh-Some to work a little bit more effectively. But again, if you don't have your tub balanced, I would still tell you, go ahead and use the Ahh-Some. It's better to do this in non-balanced water than to not do it at all, okay? In addition to all of this, and I've talked about this on other videos, we have to be safe when we're using Ahh-Some. Just like any other chemical, we want to make sure that we're keeping this out of harm's way. We don't want children to be able to get into this. Now, you'll know on our 2-ounce jar, okay, and we're moving on the other jars as well, we're putting child safety caps on all of our jars now. This is going to prevent the little ones from getting in there and possibly eating it. Now, it's not going to kill them, but it's not going to taste very good either, and they're going to know exactly that this was a product they don't want to put in their mouths. So the reality is, just like any chemical, we want to be safe with it. Use gloves when we're handling Ahh-Some. We want to use face masks or even goggles if you've got water, because you don't want it splashing up into your eyes. We want to store this in a nice, dry, cool environment. I don't recommend storing Ahh-Some in a high humidity, direct sunlight environment. That will just degrade the product to the point where you're not going to be able to use it. So keep this product in a nice, cool, dry environment, and you're going to have it for years to come, especially if you buy the bigger jars. So safety, safety, safety. Just like your bleach or your chlorine that you're using in your hot tub, you're not going to let that just sit around the ground and let your kids get to it. It's the same thing with Ahh-Some. Keep it up, away from all the little ones there. So to wrap this all up, we've talked a little bit about the hot tub product, how to use it. On our website at Ahh-Some.com, we have a section that's got a frequently asked questions section, and it has, I want to say there's probably over 100 questions on there now. When we get new ones, we try to throw them on there as fast as we can. And there's a lot of things that I didn't talk about today, just because we're trying to keep this short on time-wise so you don't expend a ton of time on this. But I do encourage you to go out to the Ahh-Some.com website, go to the frequently asked questions, and you'll be able to see all of the different questions that are out there. And maybe we didn't answer one of yours today, but I would bet that it's probably on there. So go out there and check it out. Anytime you've got a question, you're always able to contact us. Our phone number's on our website, our email address is on our website. We've got the chat function on our website. Reach out. It's easiest for us to prevent you from making a mistake by reaching out, giving us a call, asking the question. There is no dumb question. Absolutely understand that there is no dumb question. We'll answer them all for you. We answer the phone 7 days a week, not 24 hours a day, because some of us need to sleep too. But if we're around and the phone's ringing, we'll answer it. Sometimes if it's in the middle of the night, shoot us an email, and I promise you we'll get back to you. Again, that's all we've got to talk about today on the hot tub product. This is also for the jetted baths. We didn't really touch on that, but I am going to real quick touch on the jetted baths. Jetted baths are different than hot tubs in that there's no sanitizer that we use in our bathtub. So oftentimes when you start running Ahh-Some through your jetted bathtub, you're going to find that you have to use more. Not more of the product, you're going to have to do it more than once or twice. In some cases, you may have to do it 10, 12, 15 times to be able to get your tub nice and clean. Now, the 2-ounce jar will give you 24 cleanings. This one right here will give you 72 cleanings. If you have a jetted bathtub and you've never ran Ahh-Some through it before, I do recommend using the larger size because you'll probably need more than the little 2-ounce jar will provide you. Again, you'll get 72 cleanings out of this one. This one right here, I believe if my math is right, you'll get 192 cleanings. That might be a little bit much there. So the 6-ounce size is perfect for jetted bathtubs, especially if you've never cleaned a jetted bathtub before. You're gonna have to do it multiple times. That's okay. It's normal. The average is about 7 or 8 times to get a jetted tub perfectly clean. And then it's just simply maintenance after that. Doing it once a month, once every 6 weeks is perfect, okay? So again, my name is Jim with Ahh-Some. Feel free to reach out with any questions you've got. Other than that, that's all I've got for today, and stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so you can see when our next video is coming out. And I don't know which product we're gonna talk about next. Maybe it'll be maybe we'll do swimming pool next. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we'll talk about pools next, I promise. If you got any questions, let us know. Have a good day.